Welcome. I'm Lindsay Bridges from Charlotte Center for Mindfulness, and I'm glad to be practicing with you. Before we explore our short meditation today, I want to share a very short story. Actually, my very first experience with meditation ever. Uh, when I was in college, I spent a summer working with Mother Teresa's sisters in Calcutta. And one of the things that I did there was to go every evening to the Mother House for the evening prayers. The Mother House for Missionaries of Charity was on Chowringhee Road, which is one of the main thoroughfares in all of Calcutta. And the chapel, which was this very large room, literally, I don't know, 200 or 300 sisters could, or maybe more, congregate in this large open chapel. It was on the second floor, and it had windows that were always open to the road below. The room itself was remarkably simple. No furniture, a very simple altar on the at the very front of the room. And otherwise, at evening prayers, the sisters, all in their white saris, would come in and kneel all around the room. I mean, kind of this flood of white saried missionary of charity sisters for the evening prayers. The first 20 minutes or however long it took was in chanting the rosary, something I'd never done before, but a very meditative practice. And then there was a half an hour of silent prayer. In that room with all of those sisters, even with all of the sounds from the street below, the cars, the buses, the trucks, the horns, the people, the animals, I mean, all of these noises drifting up into the room. There was this palpable silence being in that room for those evening prayers. I had not experienced something like that outside of being in remarkable places of nature where I could hear a silence in nature. So for me to hear it in the midst of this profusion of human life, this palpable silence, that was an experience that has never left me. What's interesting is that experience of listening to a silence underneath whatever noise is present. That's not very unique. Lots of people have that experience. In fact, many spiritual traditions make practices out of this. For some spiritual traditions, it's considered to be listening to the divine essence underneath everything that surrounds. Other traditions, it's a concentration meditation practice. It's the same as using the breath, breathing in, breathing out, and letting the mind rest in this breath. There are lots of names that this practice goes by. One is called Nada Yoga, and that nada, it doesn't mean no, none in Spanish. It's actually a Pali word, which means sound of silence. So I thought I would share, and this is kind of an experiment. I've never guided one of these meditations before, but I thought I would share a very short exploration of listening to the silence underneath things. And before we move into the meditation, I'll just say one or two other things. Everyone experiences this differently. For me, it's a more felt sense of an underlying silence. A lot of other people say that they actually hear a hum, a vibration underneath all things. It's a very auditory sensation. Some people, it's actually visual. It's kind of like a little bit of vibration underneath the visual field. So there's no right here, right way to do this or listen. It helps to be curious and open and just explore. And if you find yourself kind of getting caught up, am I doing it right? Am I hearing the right thing? Is that it? Is that just my ears humming? Or am I actually hearing something? I would recommend just letting any of that go and settle into whatever kind of practice best supports you. Bringing an open curiosity to how to meet this moment now best for you with a lot of wisdom and kindness in a way that brings you opportunity to reground, recenter, to find that refuge that this practice offers us that allows us our strength in our day. So let's sit. Begin really opening to the body, the position of the body. They're sitting on a cushion or chair, finding the alignment and strength of the spine. You could imagine, if you wish, a plumb line dropping right through the center of the head, out through the bottom of the body, bottom of the spine, into the ground below, offering a strength and a softness, a place to release and relax in, around the axis of the body. Feeling into the aliveness of the body, the breath moving in and out. Any kind of acknowledgement of conditions that are present in this moment right now for you that need validating, need acknowledgement. Take a moment to greet your own self just as you are, without judgment, with a lot of warmth and open space for this, whatever's here for you. And if you would like to explore meditating with this sound of silence, maybe first opening up to hearing, listening, noting whatever sounds are present in the soundscape right now for you, even the sound of my voice. Exploring all sound as vibratory, felt sensation, physical sensation, not the story of this is this and that is that. Just this arising and passing of sound. Even as we're opening up to listening, sometimes broadening into a greater space is supported by releasing the eyeballs into the eye sockets. Even if your eyelids are closed, letting the periphery of the vision stretch wide, easy opening. So sound and visual fields, both open and receptive. Then, if you like, begin to explore underneath whatever you're hearing, whatever's happening in visual field, even if eyes are closed. Hearing, seeing underneath. Some essence that is here below this surface of things we typically live in. Kind of a dropping down into deeper depth of awareness and openness. If you're noticing even a glimmer, some sort of palpable sound, felt feeling, felt sensation underneath whatever's here, and yourself rest there. If nothing's particularly coming up and these instructions are distracting, let them go. Open into this moment of practice, offering it as a gift in whatever way is most useful for you. Thank you. Lovely practicing with you and sending you good wishes on your day.